So question 16 of the section 2.4, in which I have to perform the binary number subtraction. Okay, so what is the procedure here? So the part first of my question is here 1 0, and from it I have to subtract 1. Okay, so in binary this one is basically 0 1. So that is basically the 1, but how to subtract them? Here you have to keep in mind some very important stuff, and that is once you will have to subtract this from here. So you can see that here the higher number is 0. So 0 from 0 I cannot subtract 1. So therefore I have to take carry from the number which is at the left hand side. Okay, so what will happen if I will get carry from it? This 1 0 will become how much? This will be now 2. Okay, so from 2 and 1 will be subtracted, what will I get? I will get here 1. Okay, so that is basically the essence of overall procedure here. Similarly, if I will have this number here and I have to subtract something from it, what will happen? Here I can see that I cannot subtract 1 from the 0. So I have to take carry from the next item on my left side, but here this one is also 0. So therefore it will also look at its own left side. So therefore it will get what? It will get 1 carry from it. So I can see here that it will be 0 0. When it will get this carry from here, what will it become? It will become 1 0. Okay, so this is now 1 0 is how much? This is 2. Similarly, when it will give it to the right, what will happen? So this 1 0 when give carry to the right hand side bit, what will happen? It will not be like 0 will remain here and 1 will be shifted there. No, it cannot be like this, because now this one, this number here is 2. So when it will give 1 to it, okay, what will remain here? It will become 1. Okay, because from 2 it will get 1 here, so 1 is left here. So that is the concept which you will be using here. Okay, so let me start solving these questions, and with the passage of time you will get to know that how did I solve this question. So this part A of my question, here I have 0 again, and at the lower side here I have 1. So I cannot subtract 1 from the 0, so it has to take this carry here. Okay, so when this will take carry here, it will become 1 0. So 1 0 is basically 2. Okay, so from 2 I have to subtract 1, and therefore here I will get 1. Okay, so when it has taken this 1 carry from the left hand side, what did I left here? So it was basically 0 here. 0 minus 0 is how much? This is now 0 as well. Okay, so that is basically the subtraction here, in which I have subtracted 0 1 from this 1 0, and here I have got this 0 1. Okay, that is the binary subtraction. Similarly, when I have to subtract 1 1 from this 1 0 0, what would happen here? The second scenario which I have covered here, you can see that here I have covered the scenario which is here. So how did I do it? So you can see that this is 0, and from it 1 cannot be subtracted, so therefore it will look into the left hand side bit. So it has to get carry from it. It cannot get carry from it because this is now again 0. So therefore it will ask the left hand side of its own. So therefore this is 1. When it will give it a carry, what will happen? This will become 1 0. 1 0 is 2, which is already mentioned here. So when this 1 0 will give 1 carry to it, okay, because this is the required bit here. So this will become 2 now, while 1 will remain here because this was 2, and when this 2 will give 1 here, well, 1 will remain here, as we have discussed here in this question. Okay, so therefore this is 1 1. So this is basically how much? This is when 1 will be given to it, this will become 2. So 1 0 is 2, 2 minus 1 is this 1. Okay, similarly, how much is left here? This is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0, while this is also 0 because this bit was carried from the right hand side bit. So this is now 0 0 1. So this is the result of the subtraction from these two numbers. Similarly, when I have to subtract this 1 0 0 from 1 1 0, what would happen? So let me write this 1 1 0 here and 1 0 0 here, and I have to subtract them. This 0 minus 0 is 0, this 1 0 0 is 1, 0 subtracted from 1 is 1, and 1 1, and 1 subtracted from 1 is 0. Okay, so that is the binary equivalent of this number. Okay, so that is for this number. Similarly, part D of my question, this is basically a 4-bit number, and similarly here I have this 2-bit number, and I have previously told you that whenever I have the lower number of bits here, so what you have to do in the MSB, you have to write these zeros. Okay, so now in order to subtract them, 1 will be subtracted from 1, this will give me 0, this will also give me 0. Okay, this will be 1, and this will be 1 as well. Okay, similarly, part E of my question, 1 1 0 1, okay, and 1 0 1, again subtracting them, 1 minus 1 is 0 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, and here this one as well. Okay, so that is the last question, and I have left it for your own practice. So in this question, what I have done, I have basically carried out the binary number subtraction, and you can see that it is now very easy to subtract one binary numbers from the other one if you have these two confusions which I have mentioned here clear in your mind. Okay, so that's it for today, and I will see you with some more interesting questions in our upcoming videos. Thank you so much, and see you soon.